Hey guys, what is up? Plastic Guy here, coming back with another figure review where today we're taking a look at this new What If Spider-Man Marvel Legends figure. What If is a great series that came out on Disney Plus not too long ago. If you've not seen it guys, definitely check it out. It's awesome. It features all the characters that we know and love already and puts them into a different scenario each episode. It's really fun, really cool, and yeah, I really liked it. A bunch of figures were announced before the show even came out, and the only one I pre-ordered at that time was Spider-Man, because I can't turn down a new Spider-Man Marvel Legends, especially with a Peter Parker head sculpt. He looked awesome, so I pre-ordered him. He's finally arrived. I also do have the Zombie Cat pre-ordered, but he's not came just quite yet. When he does, of course, I'll make a video of him. But let's get into Zombie Spidey. Before we do though guys, let me know down in the comment section what you guys think of What If, who your favourite character was, what your favourite episode was. For me, I don't know if Spider-Man was necessarily my favourite character in that series, but for sure the zombie episode was amazing. Definitely one of my favourites, if not my favourite, and I'm really glad to have these figures come out. They look amazing. Really excited to get Zombie Cap. Spider-Man looks awesome. Doctor Strange looks great as well. The only reason I've not grabbed him is because I've got the Doctor Strange from the No Way Home wave pre-ordered, but that's a conversation for another video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and while you're down there guys, if you could do me a massive favour, hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel as well, hit that subscribe button. With all that being said, let's not wait any longer. Let's take a closer look at Spider-Man. So here we have our What If Zombie Hunter Spidey in box. We'll take a closer look at it. At the top we get this really nice Watcher image. Obviously the Watcher is featured heavily in the show, and that looks great. I really do like that, and it's a bit different as well than just getting a Spider-Man logo up top, which I would have expected. We get the Build-A-Figure here, which is the Watcher. Marvel Legends, we get the display, Marvel Studios What If, once again a Disney Plus logo as it is a Disney Plus show, Zombie Hunter Spidey, Hasbro, an image of the character from the show, same image here, same image on the back but a bit bigger, Marvel Legends series, Zombie Hunter Spidey. Zombie Hunter Spider-Man is in a ragtag group of survivors fighting his way through a zombie infected world. And then we get all these figures, and as I said before, they look amazing. I didn't actually realise that Sylvie was part of this wave, but that's pretty cool. Obviously, she's from Loki, and all these other guys are from the show. Really good characters. The only really ones I was super interested in was Zombie Cap and Spidey. And as I said, Zombie Cap should be arriving very soon. But let's get into Spider-Man. And here is Spider-Man out of the box, and here is the Build-A-Figure piece. It's a big leg, so that's pretty funny. It's a big foot at the bottom. Yeah, it looks cool. Never gonna get round to building the Build-A-Figure, so it will just join the Build-A-Figure junk that might end up on eBay someday. With Spider-Man, we get his cape, and I don't have any Doctor Strange Marvel Legends at the moment at all, but I'm presuming this is just a copy of a previously released cape. Hopefully I'll get the No Way Home Doctor Strange soon, who knows, as well as Miles Morales, because they look great. But yeah, the cape looks good. Nice sculpting on the back. I like the way it's sculpted. It looks like it's flowing, and then you get the wee bits of gold if it's wanting to focus at all. There we go. Yeah, really nice. And we can put that on Spidey like so. So yeah, it sits on there. Quite the thing. Looks pretty cool. I'll be honest, I'm not really interested in the cape. I just wanted this for a Spider-Man figure, and classic Spidey doesn't really have the Doctor Strange cape, so it's cool to have, but I'm more interested in Spider-Man. So that's over here. If we take a look at the accessories before we take a closer look at Peter Parker here. It comes with two clobbering time hands, and as we can see, the webbing is sculpted in there. They look pretty good. I do like that webbing sculpt there. And we get another one, presuming it's just the exact same, but for the other hand. Yeah, it looks like it to me. Then you get this Spider-Man head sculpt, and it looks pretty good. It looks very similar to the Homecoming Spider-Man head sculpt that we've got, and we can compare them later on. But yeah, looks like a decent Spidey head sculpt. I do like this mask. like the webbing sculpted in there. Maybe we should have got some painted lines, but that's an argument we've went over so much time and time again recently on the No Way Home Spider-Man Marvel Legends that we took a look at. Taking a closer look at this guy though, I really like this Peter Parker head sculpt. It looks just like Peter Parker from the show, and it also could pass off as a comic Peter Parker. Of course, the show is heavily stylized, heavily animated, and it gives off this comic vibe, this comic look, and I think this head sculpt looks great. And yeah, as I said, could work as both the show and just a generic comic Peter Parker. The hair looks pretty cool, the way it's sculpted and everything. And then the face looks great. Great paintwork on it as well. I'm really liking it. And then we get the body, and I really love this suit. I do believe it's a Disney park suit. I'm not 100%, but I'm sure I've heard that. And it's very inspired from the MCU movies. I do like how it is its own suit if it is the Disney park suit, and now it's in figure form. It's now been on screen, and it looks really comic-like as well, and I love the colours overall. The red and the blue look great. I do really like that bright blue. I love the logo. I love the back logo as well. I much prefer this back logo to the Homecoming back logo that we can see here, but yeah, that's just personal preference. I do prefer the logo, and I really like the front logo. I'm going to stop saying logo, but first of all, we can see here, it's like a bit of battle damage. It's, you know, it's like a bomb has went off, the smokes reached his suit, and I love that. I love the wee bits of damage in the suit. This looks like blood here, and the muddied feet. These wee bits of detail really make this figure, in my opinion. The body's just kind of normal. We've got the sculpted webbing, no painted lines, nice chest logo, wee bits of silver on the belt here, and the black going round the lines. So yeah, looks great. Legs, we've got the damage here, and then the feet look good, muddied here, and I love that. We need just a completely battle ravaged Spider-Man. I want to see the retro Spidey, but completely battle ravaged. I need that release. Yeah, the arms in this guy, once again, it's kind of like Homecoming, but it doesn't have the wee gaps and everything that we see in that film. Not the gaps, but the black bits that we can see there. Instead of the black at the bottom, we get this gauntlet. And I'll be honest, I'm not a massive fan of Spider-Man having gauntlets. I know it's kind of like a web shooter, but I don't know, I just don't really like the look of it. Once again, that's just personal preference. And we get this arm here, and that's about it. The back looks great. As I said, really like the back logo. Again, not much to see on the back. There's no more battle damage or anything. Overall, I think this guy looks great. So I've swapped the heads over while I compare Spideys to Spideys, and I'll be honest, it is a bit tight, similar to the No Way Home Spider-Man that we recently took a look at on the channel. Feel free to check that out if you haven't already. The head swaps are a bit dodgy, they're just a bit tight, and I've seen other people say that the ball joint on the head has broke on them trying to swap the heads over. This one is a lot better, but it's still a bit too tight in my opinion, and it should definitely be something that Hasbro takes a look at, because I've seen a lot of complaints about that recently. Anyway, looking at these two, we can see the head sculpts are pretty much the same. Bodies are very similar, standing around the same. I do much prefer the paint on this guy. It's just personal preference once again, but I do really like the brighter colours, and I'm a massive fan of just the wee bits of scuffing and blood and muddied boots, because it just seems a bit more realistic. If Spider-Man's going around his day-to-day, helping the people of New York, his suit's going to get muddied up. This is the MCU Marvel Legends Homecoming figure, still a great figure. For some reason I'm having like problems with this joint where it just doesn't go straight. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, I love this guy. I'm thinking I'm preferring this one though. Then for fun, we have our new Spidey Marvel Legends from What If next to the Raimi Spider-Man, and yeah, they look totally different. And then we have What If Spidey next to our Marvel Legends Retro Spider-Man, and this guy's standing a lot taller, a lot bulkier, and yeah, as I expect, this guy looks a bit different, but this guy is still a really fun Spidey, and a really fun comic looking Spidey. I'm really liking this figure. In my No Way Home Spider-Man Marvel Legends figure review, I spoke about this Tom Holland head sculpt that I've picked up on eBay. I just want to see if I can shove it on this guy and what that looks like. Yeah, so it sort of fits on there. It's a bit tight, but I actually think it looks really good. I really like that. So yeah, that's an option if you have picked this head sculpt up. I've spoke about it before. I'm not going to go over it too much. Again, you can watch the No Way Home Spider-Man video if you want to find out more about this head sculpt. But yeah, it looks great on this figure. To run over the articulation on Spider-Man, you get his head moving all the way up, all the way down like that, left, right, it'll pivot about like so. You can get the arm about that far up, that far into the body, all the way around. He's got upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbows here, and the arms are pinless, the legs are not. So yeah, don't really know why they've went for one and not the other. Still looks good though. You can rotate the wrist around and it will move backwards and forwards a wee bit. The gauntlet is restricting it though. Same articulation here. You've got this ab crunch here, so good range of movement. Move that round in the waist. Get his legs kicking really far forward, pretty far back, and they won't move out that much, about that far out. He's got an upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees. The camera's not focusing today. And yeah, his feet will move backwards and forwards and pivot around as well. And there we have it for this new Zombie Hunter Spidey Marvel Legends figure from the What If Disney Plus series, and I really like it. I really recommend him. He goes for retail at the moment, so he's around £20, and I just love the colours on this figure. The sculpting, it's a bit different. We've got a different suit, a new suit for the figure form, a new suit on screen, but it's awesome because it's inspired by both the comics and the MCU Spidey. It's like a mishmash of them all, and on top of the suit we get those wee bits of battle damage, the scuffing, the blood, and then the muddied feet. He looks awesome. On top of that we get a Peter Parker head sculpt and the interchangeable hands. So yeah, I really like this guy. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments section below. And let me know what your favourite What If episode is, what your favourite What If character was, and your thoughts on this figure. While you're down there, guys, if you could do me a massive favour and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for future videos on figures such as this guy right here. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch yous on the flip-flop later. Cheers.